Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you the chapter that is Nazism and the rise of Hitler. First of all, you have to understand what is Nazism. Actually, Nazism is a German version of the fascism. According to Hitler, Nazi was not a party, it was an ideology which must be followed by each and every citizen. This was the concept of Hitler. Now we have to discuss that how Hitler came in power. First of all, you have to understand that Hitler is known in the world as a dictator. You are knowing one thing, that Gandhiji had written a letter to Hitler. In that particular letter, it was described that Hitler will be responsible for the Second World War. That's why, to stop the war, he had requested in that particular letter. Gandhiji had told that, my dear friend, I am writing you this particular letter to save the humanity. This is not my personal letter. I am writing this very letter on behalf of the crores of people of our country. This is my requesting letter. But for your kind information, that Hitler did not accept this thing. He wanted to take the revenge from the Allies' power. That's why now he was determined to take the revenge, and he told that now no one can stop this particular war. Now it will be sure that Second World War would be there. So, students, first of all, you have to know this thing also, that the worlds were divided into two groups. Which two groups? Allies powers and Axis powers. In Allies power, who were there? Britain, France, Russia, and later on America also joined in this. In the Axis powers, which countries were there? Germany, Italy, and Japan. These countries were there in the Axis powers. So, two groups were there of the world, and the war was held between these two groups. But now one question comes in the mind of the students, that why the Second World War was held? What were the reasons of the Second World War? These all questions are there in the mind of the students. Students, you have to understand, although so many reasons were there of the Second World War, but you have to understand that Treaty of Versailles was the seedling of the Second World War. When the Treaty of Versailles was held? Treaty of Versailles was held in 1919. And in the Treaty of Versailles, Germany was humiliated. That's why Hitler wanted to take the revenge from the Allies' power. Now, some of the points are there which you have to understand, that Alsace-Lorraine was returned to France. After the Treaty of Versailles, it was decided. Second thing, that Germany was deprived of all her colonial positions. It was distributed among the European countries. Third thing, that the coal areas of Germany, that was also taken by the Allies powers, and the iron areas were also taken. Now you have to understand that the strength of German army was to be limited to 1 lakh only. So these were the conditions of the Treaty of Versailles. These all things were done forcibly. So although it was the peace treaty, but in the Hitler's mind, it was the revenge only, feeling of revenge only. That's why it was sure that Hitler is going to take the revenge from the Allies' power, and the Second World War would be held. So next thing we shall be discussing in our next videos. Thanks to all of you.